the cameras flashed, the crowd froze, and just like that, Hollywood had a new obsession.
Oh, it really did.
Right. I mean, picture a quiet afternoon. You're just casually scrolling through your feed, tapping past updates, and you see this seemingly innocent Instagram photo dump.
Just a totally normal June recap, or
All
so
right,
it seemed.
exactly. But like if you look closely, the details in this post are absolutely screaming at you. You've got a pair of cherry red ballet flats facing a very recognizable pair of brown cowboy boots,
Very recognizable.
and a famous dog, specifically that insta-famous pup named Brisket, just lounging on a mauve velvet chair right beside him. A martini and a glass of red wine. It was subtle, but the internet instantly knew.
They definitely knew.
Welcome to Starscope Report. Join Jordan and Jamie as they uncover Hollywood drama, music industry shakeups, and viral influencer scandals. From red carpet surprises to social media controversies, we dive deep into the stories behind the fame.
And for this deep dive into the sources, we are unpacking the massive headline that is, well, everywhere right now. And that is, fans think Glen Powell just confirmed the rumors.
Yes.
We're going to analyze the entire timeline of what pop culture is calling the Glenazons. But more than that, we're really studying a masterclass in the social media soft launch.
Ooh, I love a good soft launch.
Right. And we're exploring the jarring, fascinating contrast between loud Hollywood PR stunts and genuine, highly secretive romance.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because the players involved here are sitting at the absolute top of the current pop culture landscape. I mean, on one side, you have Glen Powell.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
You literally cannot walk past a movie theater right now without seeing his face. Between Top Gun, Maverick, Hitman, and Twisters, the guy's having this, supernova moment.
Completely. And then on the other side, you have Michelle Randolph.
Yes.
She is this incredibly captivating rising star who stole scenes in the Yellowstone prequel 1923, the new show Landman, and the upcoming Scream 7.
Which I am so excited for, by the way. Plus, she's the sister of Bachelor alum Cassie Randolph.
Right, which is an important detail.
It really is. It adds this whole other layer of reality TV royalty to her background. So when Michelle drops that June Instagram dump captioned simply "for the love of June," she had to know exactly what kind of fire she was starting.
Oh, she absolutely did. I mean, what we got in that post wasn't a traditional celebrity announcement. It was basically the visual data of a romance.
The visual data. I love that.
Yeah, because we didn't get a tagged photo and we didn't get a face. She just gave us the cherry red flats, those cowboy boots, which, if you follow Glen's style, are practically a second skin for him.
Oh, 100%. He lives in those boots.
Exactly. And the ultimate dead giveaway, which was Brisket the dog. What's fascinating here is how this plays into the sociology of modern dating. I was reading through a sociological breakdown from The Knot earlier.
What did they say?
Well, they define a soft launch as this light-handed, mysterious way of signaling you are with someone without fully committing to a public reveal. It's essentially the intentional withholding of information.
But wait, I have to push back on this a little bit. Is a soft launch really about protecting privacy, like the sources suggest? Or is it actually just a modern game of Clue designed to make fans obsess even more?
That's a good point.
Think about your own Instagram feed for a second. When a friend suddenly starts posting 2 cups of coffee on a Sunday morning, or a blurry shadow on the pavement but never tags the other person, what do?
You immediately turn into a detective.
Exactly. You screenshot it, you send it to the group chat, you cross-reference the wood flooring with old posts. I mean, Glenn and Michelle just did that, but to an audience of millions.
That is a really sharp observation.
Right. By withholding the final piece of the puzzle, their actual faces together, it feels like it functions as a digital pressure cooker. It generates way more hysteria than just posting a normal selfie.
You're hitting on a crucial paradox there. It does generate massive speculative energy, because it taps directly into our parasocial relationships with these stars.
Right, that one-sided bond.
Exactly. Fans feel like they truly know a celebrity because they consume so much of their daily content. So, by leaving out the face, the celebrity invites the fan to fill in the blank.
It turns passive consumption into active participation.
Spot on. But if we connect this to the bigger picture of celebrity infrastructure, a soft launch isn't just a game. It is actually a highly effective protective mechanism.
How so?
It acts as a digital barrier. It shields the delicate early honeymoon phase from the brutal scrutiny of the internet's comment section. It takes us back to older times of mystery.
Oh, I see. Right, because if you just drop a full official relationship announcement out of nowhere, you're throwing a newborn relationship straight into the deep end of public opinion.
Exactly. It's too much, too fast.
A soft launch isn't a velvet rope. It's like it's an airlock on a spaceship.
Oh, I like that analogy.
If you go from total secrecy straight into the vacuum of paparazzi flashbulbs and thousands of people analyzing your body language on Twitter, the relationship depressurizes and implodes.
That is the perfect way to visualize it.
The soft launch lets them equalize the pressure. They let the public in just a little bit at a time before opening the final door.
They dictate the pacing. They establish a strict boundary on how much access the public gets, and that prevents the media narrative from outpacing their actual lived experience of falling in love.
Right. They are saying, we're together, but we still own this.
Yes. But keeping that airlock sealed requires an immense, almost suffocating level of discipline.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Because eventually those cowboy boots were about to hit the pavement in a very public way.
Which brings us to June 13th, 2026. The scene is practically out of a romantic comedy. Picture the busy, chaotic streets of Manhattan. The weather is warming up.
A perfect New York day.
Totally.
Ah.
And right there, strolling through the middle of it all, we have Glen in a crisp white tee, jeans, and those exact same cowboy boots.
The boots make their public debut.
Yes. And Michelle is looking effortlessly chic in a white tank and a gray maxi skirt. They aren't hiding in the shadows anymore. They are holding hands. They are smiling.
And then the big moment.
Right. They share this highly publicized, very definitive kiss that was instantly captured by the Image Direct and splashed all over TMZ. The airlock was fully open. The soft launch era was officially over.
We transition from subtle Instagram hints straight to concrete pavement PDA.
It was a total whiplash, but in the best way.
It was. But to understand the true weight of that kiss in New York, we really have to look backward at the timeline of how they got there.
Okay, take us back.
According to the timeline mapped out by Us Weekly, they didn't just meet in May before that post. They were quietly seeing each other all the way back around October of 2025.
Wait, October?
Yes, October.
So you were telling me they managed to keep this entirely under wraps for basically 8 months.
8 months.
With his career going absolute supernova right now, how do two rising stars actually pull off keeping something this serious off the radar? I mean, think about the sheer mechanics of being a celebrity today.
It's incredibly difficult.
Everyone has a smartphone with a 4K camera. Flake trackers map every private jet. Gossip blogs buy tips from restaurant servers. You can't just put on a baseball cap and hope for the best.
No, you really can't. It requires a staggering level of logistical coordination. We are talking about the mechanics of elite A-list privacy.
Okay, so how did they do it?
First, the sources note their connections sparked over a shared love of Texas culture. And they were actually first spotted dancing together at the Broken Spoke in Austin.
Ah, Austin. That makes sense.
Right. It highlights their first tactic, which is geographic isolation.
Hmm.
Austin and New York offer very different kinds of cover compared to Los Angeles.
Yeah, in LA, the paparazzi know every back door of every exclusive restaurant.
Exactly. But it goes beyond just picking the right city. It's utilizing FBO's, private jet terminals where your car drives directly onto the tarmac, completely bypassing public airports.
Wow. Next level stealth.
It's using decoy cars. It's entering hotels through underground loading docks. And honestly, it requires ensuring every single person in your inner circle understands the unwritten NDA of your personal life.
That sounds completely exhausting. It's almost like they had to organize a covert ops mission just to grab a cup of coffee together.
Pretty much.
And they're navigating these insane Hollywood schedules at the same time, right? Filming in different states, endless press tours, script reads. Plus, you have a 9-year age gap. He's 37, she's 28.
Right, entirely different stages of their careers, too.
Yet, despite the logistical nightmare of dating in secret, insiders say they are completely smitten and love just getting coffee and bopping around town. It's so jarringly normal for two people who have to work so incredibly hard just to go unnoticed.
It is normal. But the timeline shows a very deliberate, protected progression of that normalcy. For example, they spent New Year's together in St. Bart's.
Oh, romantic.
Very. And then there was a massive milestone that flew almost completely under the public radar. The January 2026 Golden Globes after party.
Wait, really? The
Yeah.
Golden Globes?
Yeah. Michelle didn't walk the red carpet with him.
Yeah.
But she met up with him afterward. And who else was at that specific after party?
I have no idea. Who?
Glen's parents.
Oh, wow. Let's pause on that for a second, because introducing someone to your parents at a massive, heavily photographed Hollywood industry event is not just a cute date night.
No, not at all.
That is the ultimate merging of personal and professional lives. It signals to the entire Hollywood ecosystem that this isn't a fling, it's infrastructure.
Exactly.
Think about it from a business perspective. If a major blockbuster star has a messy, highly public breakup right in the middle of a massive global press tour, it becomes a massive liability.
It completely hijacks the movie's PR.
Exactly. Bringing her into the inner circle at an industry event with his family present, that is laying down concrete foundation.
This raises an important question about their shared philosophy on fame. To pull off an 8-month secret, they both had to actively choose to prioritize the integrity of the relationship over the immediate publicity that a glamorous red carpet debut would bring them.
Which is so rare in Hollywood.
It really is. They protected that foundation until it was strong enough to withstand the flashbulbs. And that's not even the wildest part.
Oh.
Later in the deep dive, we'll talk about the shocking twist nobody saw coming, Glen's past romance that fooled us all.
Oh, I cannot wait to get into that. If you're loving these Hollywood twists, make sure you're subscribed. We've got even crazier stories ahead.
So to truly understand why Glen and Michelle have been so incredibly protective of this relationship, we have to open up the X-Files.
The ghosts of relationships past.
Exactly, because past trauma absolutely dictates present behavior, especially in the public eye. Let's start with Michelle.
Okay, what's her background here?
She has a history that taught her the absolute, non-negotiable value of digital boundaries. She had a quiet 5-year relationship with actor Greg Sulkin.
Oh, right. I remember that.
But more significantly, she had a front-row seat to the darkest, most invasive side of public romance.
Wait, from what?
She watched her sister, Cassie Randolph, navigate the highly toxic media circus following her time on reality TV's The Bachelor.
Oh, right. Wow. When your own sister goes through a highly publicized relationship that gets dissected by millions of strangers on national television. I mean, where every chair, every fight, and every emotional statement is monetized by a network, you take notes.
You absolutely do.
You learn incredibly fast that the public is not your friend when it comes to your heart. It makes perfect sense why Michelle would demand that digital airlock. Why would you give the internet ammunition to judge your relationship before you even know what the relationship is?
Exactly. She learned the economics of privacy firsthand. But if we pivot to Glen's history, we see the exact opposite.
The economics of publicity.
Precisely. Glen has had several highly publicized relationships in the past, dating Vampire Diaries star Nina Dobrev, Australian TV host Renee Barg, and model Shiji Paris.
He's definitely had his fair share of headlines.
He has. But none of those compare to the masterclass in fake romance that defined his career just a few years ago.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
The source material from Republic World details the explosive anyone but you era.
Oh my gosh, the era that completely broke the internet for entirely different reasons.
It really did.
But what blew my mind wasn't that they had chemistry, it was how mechanically they manufactured the hysteria around it. Audiences were completely played by this PR stunt. People really thought Glen and Sydney Sweeney were having this scandalous secret affair.
And it was all a mirage.
It's just insane to me.
It's a highly calculated, heavily engineered marketing strategy. I mean, Sydney Sweeney has actually gone on record saying she was in constant contact with the marketing strategists at Columbia Pictures. Yeah. She kept Sony executives awake at night pitching ideas to manipulate the narrative. They knew that modern audiences crave off-screen drama to validate on-screen romance.
We really do. We eat it up.
So they weaponized that desire using the very algorithms that govern our social media feeds.
I was thinking about how exactly you weaponize an algorithm for a rom-com. Because, you don't just buy a billboard on Sunset Boulevard anymore.
Not at all.
You give the fans tiny, ambiguous moments of intense eye contact on a red carpet. You stand just an inch too close during an interview.
Right, just enough to spark a rumor.
Exactly. You let the fans take those 3-second clips, slow them down to 50% speed, put a moody Taylor Swift song over them, and suddenly you have a TikTok fan cam with 10 million views.
The fans do the work for you.
The PR teams didn't even have to push the rumor themselves. They just had to plant the seed, and the fan-made algorithms did all the heavy lifting. It was free advertising.
That is a brilliant breakdown of the mechanics, honestly. They outsourced their marketing to the fans' own parasocial obsession. It was an incredibly lucrative performance of intimacy.
Highly lucrative.
It was loud, it was everywhere, and it earned their movie over $200 million at the box office.
Unbelievable.
But here is the critical contrast. When Glenn was performing intimacy for a paycheck, he made sure the whole world saw it. But when he found actual, genuine intimacy with Michelle, he hid it.
He built a fortress around it for 8 months.
Exactly.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. Could this be the ultimate Hollywood realization? That the more public the chemistry, the faker it is, and the quieter the soft launch, the more serious the love.
It really seems that way.
Right. Like if they are shouting it from the rooftops, staring longingly into each other's eyes at a press junket, they are probably just trying to sell you a $20 movie ticket.
A transactional romance.
Exactly. But if they are quietly posting a picture of a dog in a cowboy boot on a random Tuesday, maybe they are actually planning a future together.
This is why media literacy is so vital when we consume celebrity culture today. We have been conditioned by the PR machine to believe that if a star isn't posting gushing tributes to their partner, there must be trouble in paradise.
We're so needy as an audience.
We demand constant digital proof of their happiness. But the reality, as Glenn and Michelle have so beautifully demonstrated, is that true security in a relationship often looks like total silence on social media.
Wow, yes.
It looks like a private dance at a dive bar in Austin, far away from the cameras.
It is such a fascinating paradigm shift. We have completely transitioned away from the era of the grand, orchestrated magazine cover reveal.
It's just not done anymore.
The era of a star jumping on a talk show couch to declare their love is dead. Now we are in the era of the microscopic Instagram crumb, the era of the airlock.
The airlock era, I love that.
Stay tuned and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next.
If we connect all these threads together, what we are witnessing isn't just a timeline of two people falling in love. We are watching a real-time evolution in how modern fame is managed and survived.
Survived being the key word there.
Yes. The soft launch is no longer just a trendy social media aesthetic. It is a critical tool of self-preservation. It is Michelle shielding herself from the reality TV circus her sister endured.
Right.
And it is Glenn protecting his real human life from the transactional nature of his professional life, having just played the ultimate PR game with Sydney Sweeney.
And honestly, they played it brilliantly. They gave us the cowboy boots, they gave us the dog, and they let us do all the investigative work.
They let us spin our wheels.
They controlled the narrative by barely providing a narrative at all, and then, only when they were perfectly ready, perfectly solid in their foundation after introducing the parents, surviving 8 months of dodging paparazzi and navigating private jet terminals, did they step out onto the streets of New York City and let the cameras capture the kiss.
They completely won the game.
They won the game. So, what does this all mean for the future? Here's a lingering question for you to ponder.
Let's hear it.
Is the traditional, glamorous red carpet couple debut officially dead? Have stars finally realized that controlling their own narrative through a slow burn, highly calculated soft launch is the absolute only way to survive the modern media landscape?
It's a great question.
Are we ever going to get a straight answer again? Or is the future of celebrity romance just an endless, highly curated game of Clue where we are always searching for the next breadcrumb?
You've been listening to Starscope Report, where Jordan and Jamie uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.